Place a blessing before your eyes and very feet. Me, I'm the angel of the Lord. That is a public domain between Jesus' angel and him. Often they confuse Jesus for Yahweh, Father God, a lot, but he visited Moses a lot too, back in the Bible. Moses is his older brother. There's a reason why there was a Jesus, because they couldn't follow all of Moses' strictness, but he was a rider. Jesus was a slight rider. He was a peaceful man, though, out of his whole crooked bunch. They weren't really sinners, but kind of like Robin Hood, like Little John and them type people. After the rich and their deceit needs to leave, the rich could bring every lip something to eat. As for back then, it is for now. I have a message of prophecy that everyone that goes against Christianity, whether they're labeled fake or gangster or liberal or conservative, and they say no to the mark of the beast, the satanic computer chips, and they're still scrutinized, they will be blessed as strong and meek, and Father God will select through them specifically, and he's going to be there for Jesus and me. I feel good to be included. And here's what I want everyone to know, especially Ukraine and Russia. One, the last days, everything is turned to spirit. That's what the second death consists of. You have to light your lamps, and holy ordainment needs to be switched up so people could be more anointed, because you deceive people through old garments. Shred that stuff away with your sins that latch on as woes. Your transgressions and iniquities are mine. Two, judge you off of, pressure them into more of a nuisance, or delete them. And here's a message for everyone else that wants to know about this war. I wouldn't recommend standing against the whole country, because that creates war. Neither does not saying what you believe about the war. I believe to go against all officials in the government that aren't part of the USA, because I'm a US citizen student. I rebuke all evil entities, demons, vampires, spirits. If you're not of good, 777 Archangel code, you can come through, and that's it. All of them are all off limits. You will be trespassed spiritually immediately. I rebuke you, Palladians. I want to forgive myself for even believing there's other races. It's all aliens, because I heard them say, as you can see, there's pain in my eyes, not because of what they said. It's kind of frightening though, but they say it in a funny way, like tabloids. It's just in world goes against Palladians, and they're the ones thinking that they're gonna run it. They're saying that they're running in my head. They want me to repeat like that. I rebuke y'all. And everyone else going through this, I pray for y'all. I have a new name that will be blessed, and I will reveal it after 10 days of an apocryphal like aid and assist mission from fellow Christians. So I would just say, go against everyone that's not your own leaders, because that would be treason. But don't be a bigot and be like, oh, I don't stand with the people of the country, or I go against the leader's views, if you don't know what he's saying. He's saying that he believes the way that Ukraine's being ran is backdated when they had the walls. And I don't know what's going on, even if I was told or seen it. Anything could be a manipulating scene that was altercated. I say it's because jealousy, and they want positions of power. Ukraine needs to quit being like a poverty country and come together. I don't think the whole country should be abolished, because innocent people get hurt that way, and America will step in and fuck people up. Sometimes you have to close your open-mindedness and think generally vague. because all them details will just scatter your mind. Putin needs to know the new age isn't always that good. And if it's like a personal thing, don't make it a public event. And the only thing I got to say about my country is not the officials at all, it's what they let be released. I say let's make it more popular to let you know who's the corrupt ones in the government. What are you gonna do? Beanbag me? Bear mace me? Y'all try to label me as a violent person at a hospital. Then you find out I'm American. But when I'm about to punch you because you held me in the hospital room and try to feed me stuff and through my saline in the IV, and I got upset because they're asking so much questions, and the secret person, we'll just pretend he wasn't a federal official. I'm not asking for anything back. My soul, my mentality, my livelihood, my freedom. I'm taking it all back and I'm giving it to Jesus. Become my guardian. After me and my mom make it through the last days. Please be there for my mother. I will be strong in this Christian war. I am a Christian until I'm gone. And when I return, I will be a Jew again with a new name. Yeah, my hair is colored just like my skin, but my skin won't light up, so I altered the hair so it will light up. Like Goku when he was in that blue, tailored, likable outfit. But if you came across you as a half monkey with spiked hair, you'd say he's a Tech 9 primate. Yo, shout out to the groupies still going strong, though people judge you saying that you're a whore. No one can tell you what you are, that's on a personal note. That's what I do. What are you gonna tell me? Even if it seemed it was actual happening, you weren't there. You only heard from other people. People could go off anything. Let's say that we seen someone get tripped and we're walking from one angle, but on front of that person's leg was a garbage can. But on the other side, someone recorded it and it was actually a ghost. That's how deep the twist gets. And they're seeing you from 3 blocks away because of camera footage, and they're like, oh, we're gonna get his attention, see what he stops to and how he reacts in public. Should we gang stalk him, catfish him, send people to his door? Yo, that's private domain. I have every right to defend myself. Felons know this. Wise up. Don't get expunged if you don't really want to get a job or have a good standing record. If you want to own something to defend yourself with, look up the laws. I won't say what it is because I'm on probation. But you could defend yourself with arms. Read the laws. A right to bear arms doesn't have to do with guns at all or devices of deadly warfare. Swords, they don't have any really strict policies either if it's to defend yourself. Just look up defense weapons. I mean, for Christ's sake, they let people use deadly weapons into the establishments you go to, but you as a civilian can't because we're untrusted. I'll include myself. I'm untrusted because felonies. Assault with a dangerous weapon, though it wasn't a weapon. It became a weapon because I am mulatto. Half black, that's an old dirty word, I'll say mixed. About half black I am. I'm not gonna say an exact percentage because that could get hacked through algorithms too. If your devices connect to your body and when you're passed out at the hospital, homie, you can't really see everything that's going on. And when you can, it's not what it seems, though the more they make it seem like it's an obvious plot or actual happening or an attack on you, your vessel, your livelihood, if you can't speak up, at least take note while you're trying to protect someone that was with you. Next time, stand up for yourself, especially for my people that got in trouble with the law. Back to revert my words, that's when you're at your house. Make sure it's your house and its defense. Things to defend yourself with that go along with the laws of the state you're in and the time. Make sure it's all updated. Because anything could be said that it's a weapon. Like if you swear at somebody, say I'm gonna fucking do this or that, they could apply it with anything that's there, or something. If you do hurt somebody, like hit somebody with a broom, that will be known as a weapon. So you'll be getting the same amount of time, probably because you're on probation, with something else. That's even if you're defending yourself. That's the only thing I will say that these words are for, though they're for everybody technically, because this is open domain video now. But spiritually, it's mine. Everything that comes from me is mine, and I'm going to collect back, like an RPG game. But Fable, I fell a demon, died as a vampire, stayed on earth, though I could have chose to go to heaven. Passed the resentment and said, no, I'll stay, but that's not why I stayed. I stayed for my son, Elohim. Me, old name Emmanuel. And Emmanuel in the building. When you read my words, for some reason, when you expect to hear your voice come back, it goes, Emmanuel. No, it says, Emmanuel, I'm Emmanuel. And that's all the thing you'll remember is reading me, because I can search the mind through my text. It's not Harry Potter where the portrait comes alive. It's where the text lay flat and you don't see that little phase of lightness with the black text and font. Scripture looks deader than your ideology of me, just for my Christian beliefs. It's a sad thing. I'm paranoid now, feeling like, yo, maybe I should prove that I'm not scared, because the devil's saying that if I was in an Islam country, they'd probably beat it out of me, like I'd ever conform. That's treason too. If you leave anything of you and trade it with people in a state or a country you're not from, even if they're not hate groups or fellow civilians with dual citizenship or family with Visa cards, don't spread personal stuff with them at all. Don't change. Because your soul leaves, a piece of you stays, and you can face scrutiny. There's rules out here, disrespect, and assassination of reputation. They don't want to kill you physically no more. Just socially. They kill your whole social. They put codes into your avatar. So your profile pic, your messenger video, that little bar scan code, it's all hacked. They hack into people's stuff. They got doppelgangers. This way past second and third gen. We're in the fourth phase of clones, reptilians, demons. Anyone could do it. And sometimes your family might do it, or sometimes it's someone playing as your family. Make sure you watch only those you love closely, because those are the ones you will want to remember, not random strangers. Don't give them your time. Plus, it will cause beef if you watch others too hard. I know you might seem scared or paranoid even more after I tell you these things to liberate you, but that fear is good, because it comes from you, not of me, because I don't know you personally. I just know because I can feel the same pain, because I feel like I'm talking to myself too. I look at even myself as a person being addressed through this video, because I'm gonna watch it back and there's gonna be a point where I don't remember what I'm saying in this video right now. So that's why I say that. I'm included with fellow Christians. I don't want to hear this be open-minded to everybody besides a Christian. I'm a Christian for life. I used to be a Jew, almost became a Muslim, till I figured out even the peaceful Muslims are controlled by bigots, dictators, tyrannists. They believe in all that terroristic group stuff. They only accept help because there's regulations from the UN that they have to fucking respect the CIA. And I say, I don't respect the CIA because they deal with too many outsiders, and I don't respect the FBI because they're scared. They only want to do grunt work and stay in state. And every other ATF DEA want to go against the American citizen for stuff that they sell at stores. The corporations going against us. The feds get us through our mental by what we believe when we're on drugs. It's all step by step. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. One, you're reeled into that shit because you probably are the type to reel in other people. You go around telling everyone that they're beautiful. It spawns out from you thinking that they're not beautiful because they hurt you. But deep down, it spawns out an origins from you finding beauty in that person. No disrespect to who this is about. No disrespect to you because it was old childhood making fun of type stuff. You're still my brother. I only thought about that fat chick about 10 times. I was just playing probably about 20. But I realized what it was now on my slide. The devil goes in through stuff that seems like truth because he knows I want to be right. And I'm not that angry. I'm angry at myself, actually. I have no right to be angry at my older brother. Free Dion Davis. A leader in my eyes. And I hope they're in your eyes too, big bro. And in the world's eyes. Because I am meek. I bear my soul. But I'm not the strongest, but I am strong. I'm more strong outside of the box in a war zone than I am at home. Personalities aren't mine. But I'll get back to the questions with the people that they should be addressed to. No, I'm not a secret society. I hate Freemasonry. I rebuke it and I retract my thoughts through vocalization. This is an affirmation. One, I'll never join with someone that has the same beliefs and ideology of Satan, vampires, Nephilians, Palladians. They go through energy codes. Don't use the random ones. Do the basic 777s. Don't add them to your passwords, not because it's easily leaked or is frowned upon by the true light workers, not light bearers, because they remain in the dark and have random spurts. They give up everything they have left. I saved my stepdaughter. Here's to you, baby. It's not about looking right or discipline for me, and it's not all about fame for you, baby. Because you're doing gooder than even I see. That's why I'm the watcher. And I see you, not Chi-ani. But if there was a lock device on my leg, I wouldn't look because on my other leg is my wife and I got suffice. I'm not a bag where you could store my identity and your profanity title nicely aimed at me, hit me so hard I tightened my body structure, my frame dented, my features crushed, collapsed, corrupted, centered, censored, classified in a declassified view of how me saying declassified as gangstified. And if you really got that smart, you ain't that wise for watching this. Because my thought started with it. I got your name. You think I really believe it started with the M? This my son again and it will start with the Duh. Not for murder, an error. Under a bare stare from a fair heir of mine coming through Native American lineage. I'm from Afro ancestry. Now, if you think that this incense is to bless you, an alien or a predator, I'll say it like this: I hate all pedophiles. Seen a video at court and he was smiling right before he said, now this is how I'm gonna run this thing out here. It's like he told on himself. His demon in him, or maybe the goodness in him, told on himself there was good in him. Why is he touching kids? And why did I get in trouble for recording it? One, they should know if I was a person to want someone to get hurt, I wouldn't do it in an obvious manner, recording stuff where there's another camera. Not to be cruel, Well, I'm saying this, but when I was there at the time, I'll smoke marijuana on your property and in your property. No, not to the place that I'm at. This is for disclosure. It's because that was at places where they don't give a shit. They want you to mess up, but I'm against it, and I'm not going to say why, because people can have ideas. But your security is weak, America, that I know. Don't go against the gangsters. The gangsters can keep you secure. If I inherit the earth, I'll leave it to the strong family, my brothers, and I'll give my riches for those that need to eat. Spiritually, I'm going to take 7% of it for good tidings, y'all's health, and my sanctuary at mind. My livelihood, I lost all the light in me the other day from going against fallen angels, speaking of vampires and Nephilims, in a psychosis, but still praising the Lord. Because when you speak and brag upon your works and talk upon the Lord with might, you're praising the Lord, but it wasn't wrong enough for the Lord to intervene. But he won't include himself if you're doing it in the wrong way. Do that stuff to those that you love. Give good to those that you love. Correct those that you love in a nice, peaceful way. I meant no disrespect to anyone watching. And those that try to categorize me, I'm not threatening you. I will take this to civil lawsuit court. Put out the mirror. Put my holy cross on the mirror. Because I'll say it now. I am Jesus, not Emmanuel. That was weakness shown to me and only me. I won't state, but I used a torn thread opening to try to build up my safety wall, but it should be a ladder that helps y'all climb down from burning houses, homes, or helping you go across the fence that leads to another home that's fire and water resistant. Because the water is getting taken away in the end. And everyone that's a child of God, no matter what age you are, the second death doesn't consist of hurt, but of good feelings. First you'll taste sweet, then sour, then you'll get a vision. And I forgot the last part. I guess it wasn't for everyone. Shouldn't broadcast everything. I'm going to dwell, and I ask of you this, then I ask of you this, not then. But I'm going to say it just for my Lord. Amen. You were born September 27th. I was born September 28th. You survived, I didn't. Now, how does that work? Only at the hardest times did I speak. Oops, I meant seem to be the hardest times. The hardest times are when everyone's quiet. But for you, the hardest times were when everyone was talking. I'm not used to quiet situations because I'm extroverted. I've just been beat into an introverted livelihood. In an introverted state, I can't relate. I can't relate because I'm not fluent in your language of strangers like me getting banged quick with the hand is shown as a liberator staff going against the back of the discipliner. Listen center, I'm dissing centers just to get to fucking shining bright in the night to save someone without a flame so they could be something that won't go out. Yes, when God talks about discipline, it's how he anoints people. Don't be a light bearer for Lucifer. Turn that light off. When it's light inside, turn it off. Be good with the darkness because our bodies are adapting to things that shouldn't be, like devices, phones, whatever we use the most. Or maybe it's them adjusting to us, trying to steal everything in us that's life. I preached the gospel so much the other night, Lucifer entered in his minions, and it's probably people around you close. I'm a Jew of everything. First came Adam, then came Moses, then came Jesus. They both laid out their loyalty, whether it's through long walks or lasting deaths, or lasting walks and long deaths. Man, it's like how you feel. Why is yours not categorized? Because that hurts more. Break me down, please. I thank you, though I didn't know. And if I did know, I would have got scared or probably wouldn't do and say, no, I didn't do. No, it's never like me, I did. Stumble everything to save my brother and his kids. Should have said them first. Nope. Goes through rankings. I'm a general. You're my captain, boo. The first commander-in-chief. Love you, baby. But no, this isn't my brother I'm talking to. After what point we could snip it? No, I don't think so. I'll prolong the song of a lamb giving you ham till you're damned until your man's like, Tanya, get off of my Sony. Off of baloney, like you killed a meat package. At a factory made for vegan plants, not even lookalikes. Now, this isn't a place where malice is gonna happen. It's a place of sanctuary, and if I had the address, I wouldn't even go there. Even if you abducted me through a cool fashion, like spaceships crashing, trembling, treble, cellos, trumpets, thanks for celebration, food and turkey legs. I'll say I'm good, puke a couple times. Say I wish I was high as I'm probably doing or trying to do. Pass out, do nothing like it at all. Like, damn, I'm glad I landed on my feet. But wait, I've been walking because my ankles are broken, torn up, and I'm painful and smoking. Yeah, deliberately dissing everybody, but not through violence. Because when you scream, that's an act that your body decided not to go through with, like hitting somebody, or shaking a hand, or pushing someone that you love. What's the point of pushing someone that you love? To show them where you're at. Football, we're going against them, we're bouncing back off each other. It's just not prolonged or cherished enough. So when you look at us thugs, realize we mix. This is for the black people now. Or the mixed ones too that are deluded and brainwashed. Stay black. Even if your black blood is just not even on the ancestry list. First of all, you're the one that made it to the thing that makes it against all arguments. Like you need a long description of what you are to somebody that doesn't value blacks at all. Really, they're praising you when they're saying that because, oh, you hear the demons saying, oh, he's beautiful. But through the malice, they're saying, oh, we're going to kill him. First of all, no, you're not. I know about the law of the Lima and it's false. I'm a Messianic Christian. You need help, not a place to stay, but you need help with like $1 or $2, I might have you. Advice and prayers, I got you all day. I'm gonna say it like this. 2, 1's irrelevant. Take a sip of drip piss through a straw as you're sniffing it. Thinking about a venereal Billie Eilish lookalike going viral through my peripheral. And I'm like, I can't even have focus on the tunnel, despite the vision. I'm just emulating light and emitting blackness through my dark mood. Going against my every word like I love you. And it's thinking that I'm going against everything I said and going with the new rave like I love you. And I kinda am. I fit the criteria like a critter. Getting hit with a critter. Now where the fuck did that fucking game come from? It was a movie? Nah. Double Dragon? Only you I rebuke. I'ma do a skit of love eventually after heaven, not life or death. Why worry about an afterlife when you didn't die? You believed in Jesus? I don't care if you flatlined. It's a process where you came back through and as Jesus. First of all, the memory of Double Dragon for safekeeping is for my older brother, Deon Chanel Davis. I'll say it like this, I know you're innocent. And I want to say it so bad, but it would be bad. That's my worry saving us. Don't think of me as the devil. You can call me what you want, because that doesn't hurt. I would have did anything for that statement too, because it's a play of my own term. And I know you ain't a homosexual. That gay shit's love, but you're not no gay lord thug. You're just a vice gripped device in my spit. After I spotted you, after you was going after my life, Twix. Just because you're multiracial doesn't mean I won't get biracial. Half of my race angry, half of it abusive. But me as a single soul person, I'm peaceful. I'm a hypocritic walker, not a talker at all. More than just one fence between myself and anatomy. Give myself and my family I did a year ago, and all I could hear was just random ass chatter. It was lie, let the daughter of the devil pretending to be family. I won't say who it was, but know that I have all types of women genderly factioned. Women from the half of a black man. Ooh, I'm a snitcher? No, not at all. I forgot what I said. They placed it with some doubt. Now the ignorance is getting pointed out on how I stated that answer. Like I wrote around an outline of Kentucky on a Minnesota prophecy, coming from a North Carolinian's aspect of a fire being put out. Now we celebrating like he's in the NO. Oops, I'm in Alabama. Just to let her know that I can get violent to save her life, but not for us to lead one as bigots, hurting everybody, doing shit that's harmful just to do it. You be the type I go to a fucking event after I propose and say, that hoe I never knew. Bitch, look at you. I meant them words for you. Now she's like, I know he doesn't mean to say that to this new wench he met. No, that's a fucking safety net, not a blanket, because the blanket actually saved my life after a Luciferian fallen light bearer offered me sanctuary. They see through real. Here, take some lame shit before you get on my motherfucking anus with some disrespectful flames lit. Realize this. The tip of your cock isn't on my buttocks because I'm not gay. I was saying metaphorically, my spirit felt it. Now here's the violation. You're going to be left with Legion. As Legion explains more spiritually accurate words to you about how you should live your life after I vanish. Because you were after my pain switched up and down a couple notches. The light switch went out. My mind blew itself off of some weed. I'm saying it's natural high because it's not a drug or something that no one would say, because that's the devil. Time out how long it takes for a rebuke to come. You'll know it was from the adversary, because of true man or a free man. A free man would say it in a indirect way, like, amen, you know. Other man would be like, man, no, it's not. First of all, I didn't say that, though I barely heard you. My words speak of Jesus' actions and peaceful manners. Jesus gave his life to me. My peaceful manner was giving my life to my family. The second death isn't a stop. It's a phase where you still talk and you're like, do I know what I'm saying? What am I saying? Because I need to know what I'm saying. Not because I'm embarrassed, but really I'm aware. Jesus Emmanuel, they see the washes, Terry Pierce. Out. My first request is I don't need a last meal, just a cigarette for memorabilia, a souvenir. Is long-lasting love that I already bought through my blood that bought this whole world. 2,000 years ago, you know how many people I died for? Those that I could save, plus multiplied by 7 more. Through every 7th on the day where you suffer, in general, where everyone suffers, believing on the Sabbath they go to jail or prison. That day will be like 2,000 years. Well, it's all multiplied And once you already believe and try out your own unorthodox ways to meditate, it all leads to Jesus, just like masters and through sensei suits. It's named after Jesus. Or Goku, which is named after protector, it doesn't mean cop. First of all, I'm not a Buddha, I'm Aang, the last waterbender. Because I'm a water dragon putting out not what Jesus or God did, what God's law did years ago. This is the second reel. They want to play it out in the end so bad that they'll say that they saved the world because the sun was about to leave out rays of light that lit the world on fire. But really, it's God's word in effect. It's not even God doing it. He's still trying to differentiate who's who to see if he can put in more word and bring an alternative. First we get revenge, then we get redemption. Those are for the fallen first. We don't get to take out revenge, but our family will avenge us and our team. But we can avenge with the team, but just not for yourself, because that's how a lot of good guys go astray. I know it might seem like a beep, beep, beep. I'm going to say cop or an op, but it wasn't that crucial. Now, if I said it in a crucial way, it would deserve to be buzzed or censored, because that's vulgar language. I wish to y'all good tidings and for me to remember our words and release more videos. I'm not going nowhere fucking affirmation or being cool. I hope I forget this, but I'm gonna remain alive for y'all. Words bring so much validated info that it seems more real than it is to a less stated word with no validity in it. Everyone speaks words like that at times, and I won't involve Jesus, my Lord, my King, my Prince, again, in that manner. Because the want to do something is doing it without words or plots. Not all plots are bad. A movie plot, it could be a good movie. The plot is what the overall thing is going to be. Is it peace? Is it pain? Is it crying? Is it repairment? Fulfillment? What's the plot? My plot is Emmanuel. I am Emmanuel. First of all, Emma Watson, I'm not that mad or that happy to propose to you, but if you didn't speak upon transgressionalized likes in my mind, aka the devil's turning point of words, I would have said, will you marry me? In a weak state of mind, as I forget that Hanu is my wife already, but Hanu, will you remarry me? We don't need rings or bands, but rocks we do need, because they transform into something else. Dirtiest rocks is what we take. Only if it's not done by our particular faction that drew these designs, we don't accept. Keep offering it, we're gonna fucking stone you with it, like you're Adolf, thinking he's Jesus, think he's gonna escape, but he did, but not because of the word saying he was me, bitch. Don't say that to HA again, get back to the point. I gets on to this shit after I gets off to the shit that made me feel good dissing the Antichrist. Look at fake angel. Don't make me go against self again. I'm double-minded. They got all the things they shouldn't be worded through the Old Testament because it's barely tolerated through me, and I'm the New Testament. I'm not even the word when it's categorized or subtitled. You be like, subcategory, find it now, find a fucking bracket to go to where it's not getting subtracted by the fucking attraction you have of another fucking half man. My flaw is violence. Yours is sexual inequity. I'm a bigot, I know, when I do that in the art of entertainment, not in a personal way. This is not a domain that is private, but the bathroom is. Now I could sue if you keep talking to me or trying to get in my room. And those that put the evil energy on me, no more sacrifices by me that were evil. I never killed in my life. But I have done seances that could have hurt other people that deserve it. I'm just bragging off of something that's ideation that I used to have. First of all, I pray for those that I did black magic on, and I pray for me to get this black magic off of me, but I'm secondary or 1,000th to be cleansed. I didn't mean those evil things to say. My actions were bad, and I was once blind. My second death consisted of me going all the way blind, realizing that just because I'm He, the King of Glory, doesn't mean I don't have to simmer down. Because the more I simmer up, I burn. I never burnt nobody, but it's for what could happen. If I'm eternal life, the eternal Father, how could I father everybody when my energy consumes vice versa or verse versa? Swaying to the left and right, but we're coming right to left. Just to get back to where we see it from. Because if it started that way, why? Or why? Is there maximum capacity of usage where you think from? Like I think from my right side of the brain or my left. Now I could be left-handed, now it's heavy, just like my right way. But I could break it all down just by having some marbles and throwing them and say, look at yours go. The power of effect, I put the effect in, now I had the power. You thought the power was of Satan, didn't you? You thought I would go for it. Oh, that's the real admittance? Well, here's my admittance. I'm a bigot against intolerant people everywhere. But I would not harm them. Only people that I would harm are people that gang stalk, terrorize people, treasonous people of my own civilian, uncivil women that blame me for having the audacity to speak with power and try to manipulate it into where they say that I was being aggressive. First of all, aggressive comes from an untrained mind that's like wailing and screaming, belligerent stuff like, fuck you, fuck you. It just makes no sense. The littlest stuff makes sense by, hey, fuck you, girl. See where I trained on accident, though? And I'm not bragging because I want to be cool or it's like, oh, I'm not much of a deadbeat blowjob that I have to fucking boast and brag online and rant. I'm doing this to obtain power for God and God's works. Like I said before, God speaks through me, and I am the second return to go home to heaven. Now, I'm no Antichrist, but I might be confused if Jesus comes at me swinging a blade, because they might try to put my energy with his, and he'll be like, not addressing Hitler as the Antichrist and swinging his blade and be like, oh, get out the way, man, I wasn't talking to you, and I'll still be thinking it. Because some words come after their intentions, like, hey, I love you, I could just walk up, and then it says, hey, I love you. The body's been split from soul to spirit through your strength, first of all, then through your weakness. You wouldn't get it if God didn't see that you went through cause and effect. Half my words were wrong. That's the meditation stuff, not the master stuff. I'm no guru. I'm an instructor and a teacher. Instructor is master. That was done to trick the nebulizers back then. When it says slaves respect your masters, it means respect Jesus. And back then it means for the slaves respect your masters so they won't get in trouble back in the King Nebuchadnezzar days. They make it seem bad, but it's bad to boast and have it at the time. You have to let go of the chains and obtain power if you letting go of your own chain. I never punched my sister, and I can't state that I didn't defend, because if I get to bragging on that, I won't get in heaven or her dollhouse. All ops there, but I knew it the moment I thought I would knock out everybody, but the last man that dropped me was the devil. Now I know I always come back and return on the 13th of October. 8 arms, each holding a Glock, no blunt blows there. Unless it's blowing out something that makes people spontaneously chop themselves up with something you can't even see. What is it? Shit, that part of me not knowing ain't even me. Just let my family free. I won't give my life to the devil. Just the death. I was praised for just the death, not even the fact that I had to give my whole life to change this world. Not the humanity of my everything. I'm one man as well. The populace I saved, not even wanting to do. Not even the get your money that was into you. We did it so we could eat. Why don't you remember? And to be real, we all the way believed at some point in a false God. There's a certain way to praise him. I knew these words, even though I never read these words or heard them. Now, if I'm not the Lord's angel of the Lord, making Michael think that he's Jesus as he speaks more in the broken pieces, he'll never get his old soul back. I brought you a new spirit. Until you fear it, you'll never understand it, Miguel. Only way to see completely is remember me. Not let me bully you into life. Not by killing you, but by damaging your armor. Because the armor of God is your actual body, your temple. Like a bunker. But I'm in the Shiva, where are you? Because I was out in a place the neverworlders are scared to go when I done humped her. Oops, I meant bumped her. Oops, I meant to say we was playing and I got her attention, not her affiliation. Now they're saying I'm associating with another fucking faction. And they're all snitches there, even though a snitch can also mean that you run your mouth, not that it's an actual event and you're the liar. And other good Samaritans are like, ooh, this is what I stand for now, though I won't state it. He's finally put away. Now I can get away with my beliefs and what I stand for. Notice this. I'm rebuking y'all in that demonic standing dude through a slight similarity. Whites, give me hair, my thieves. How long? About as long as your tip. Why? Because you're going to put yours in the dirt while I take out the tea, change my shirt, and take out some trees. First of all, I'm not talking about bodies, unless they're ones of alien origin. I'm doodling at the same time with my mind, but it's barely even starting through my fucking third eye. Ripped out the penile on accident, trying to correct a fucking guru. Like, who do you? Every time I come in, like, I just want some sex. Not directing them at an old ass dirty man. Just kidding, Dad. I shouldn't think like that. No, I wasn't talking to my pops when I was saying that words before the dirty remark. I was talking through a Himalayan. This my DNA again, you'll separate like we do through fucking lineage of fatherhood. I became my own father and my own son. First of all, those are just motherfucking dots that every person has, even God, the Trinity. Only way for your mind to be double is to train it, going against evildoers' words. First of all, I have a broken spirit. First. But sometimes it happens where you're double-minded because the word of the Lord is a double-edged sword. It pierces the devil and it pierces you and even he. It's like a reminder. Like, yeah, them fools too. And you're like, damn, are you talking about us or them, or should I have the right to believe in that? And a true man would say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But the truth in it that unfolded will come back later after we fold up our ideology of hurting one another. The world must come together. Let go of your meditation ways, your light bearer ways, and go to, I encourage you, Jesus, Yeshua, Yahushua, Yahshua, Yahoo. That's Y-A-H-U, not like the trading stock SEO optimized search engine. Yahoo. Why do you think it's so good? Or the other one I don't know of. I wish I could do that. I have a gift where I assume. No, I'll have a partial explanation of something like barely 3 words and then it comes together. And that's because I refuse to look up epiphanies on Google or things I really want to know. It was my discipline. This is for shits and giggles. Fuck y'all that think I should say sorry about a game ideology. My life is a game, I'ma play it so Mortal Kombat can live. Fuck that. I ain't scared of y'all that threaten me, and I'm not afraid to tell the truth. It wasn't about the game that I was talking, and it wasn't about the fear that I was hiding. It was about the good in the situation that I forgot, which is myself. I am the word, Yah. Now if I'm a Lil Yachter, then that's a good thing, because I didn't need a lot of enthusiasm to get the animosity out. I was just jacking off a disrespectful statement. Like the things that I wrote in my book got heard by the fucking feds. They wrote it down in my descripted. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is this going to my permanent record? They're like, even I would think it. Was I part of something back in school? No, I never ran my mouth. Even when they asked, I said no. The thing about it, they'll show you a video of yourself before they show the video of someone else snitching on you. And not even you will know what to say, because things slip. No, I never became an informant, never snitched. And first of all, even I think this, that it's weak to get thrown into a situation you had no control over. But I would never harm anybody if you're not trying to harm my family. Trying to harm me, I won't give you 2 chances to punch, I'll give you 2 chances to dodge, because I punch towards nowhere but the neck. It doesn't collapse anything but the Adam's apple, because if it's an accidental woman, I still want her yapping after I was attacking accurately until there's another attack that has to hit me, until I'm up like a map that's unfolded like the stuff that was supposed to happen. Now I'm taking credit, assuming I'm better. Sick will I say this, but not stating anything that will stick in the letter, because they know that my words can get me out or in. That's why I'll never stop breaking shit down, because I'm in and out. Back in a quick month. 40 days after, yeah, I agree. As long as there's 7 billion that never had the eye as me. First of all, I brought my little brother to heaven. Not through ecstasy, because that's for women. And if I sold Skittles, it would be at a concession stand, selling the old ass men, arresting pedophiles, or so they say. I could only save the so they say people falsely accused. Now the ones in power are trying to right the wrong. In secret, they lust for human flesh, all ages, preferably the vulnerable. They treat mixed people and people mostly black, women of that, the race part, is less. Like that fuck nigga, fuck boy, they're trying to make it cool through what's cool now, black culture, or what's been cool. They make it reappearing. First of all, Django wasn't that strong. The real cowboys were black. The real gangsters were cowboys. Look at when the slaves came through. They even came through before and laid with the Cherokee. The first origin was a woman that they knew of. Now there's other races, which I'm proud of now. Slightly growth, that was growth the other way, baby. That was a small step to the moon, now we're in Mars. As long as there's no Saturn with its hats turned and its back's burnt, then I'll be happy. Because they'll be dissipating, just like how we didn't came through. I couldn't remember myself, and I'm not sorry that I altered the system. It's not kill or be killed. Here's a fact, it's kill or be killed. The first part was how they see it. The second part is how we have it done for us. Both looks on it are bad. It's peace or be still. Peace, be still. No, it's peace and be still. No peace, no rest. No rest for the wicked? No, that's not how it goes, though I almost bragged upon how it is to be wicked, but I still have a soul. So I'm good and wicked, bragging upon the bad half. Now when they say that that's a cliche, I'm defending only the bad half. Now where's my good ass? Humble donkey. In my soul you wish you could cash on your best friends too? That's that that's a let's end dude type of dude. The way he thinks, he agrees with us. Now I'm Smeagol, trying to fucking put the ring back on because I just needs a puff of the fucking rock. And they know because they used to sell to me. The ones that told them every detail, and that was hell for me. Just because I went against your team, yo. I would never compromise anybody on purpose. Now, that's not what I believe. I compromise everybody that believes in the Antichrist views. Even if you were a Christian as well, in the same house of mine you came from. Judah, or the places I stay true to. I only trust home when it's empty, unless you're immediate relation. Blood drop or a elongated, what in the fuck of talk you was participating in. Don't act like I'm a motherfucking administrator, moderator, or person in power. I'm no official, no cop, no federal student, and I'm damn sure not an intern. I'm not affiliated with anything, not even the gang. My organization is back to glory, ENT. Strange how they say it's a music business, even though there's entertainment in it. But that's because it's elongated. Short-gated is bot, but really the other part is not, but still it goes long across. That should show you that when you drop your soul and what you believe in gets another hold. I know how to get out of the matrix is by facing everything that you went through on a daily basis with the aspect that you have to leave it. Where do we go from here? Right back to the fact that it's bad. How are you hearing people through your head just because you started these new meds? I was going to say something you might be doing, but I couldn't figure out how to say it. I'm not in a safe place when it comes to me being misconstrued. I'm in a safe place when it comes to physical and mental. Now my soul's getting torn apart because I used to be Jesus? Hear Eminem, but that's the only man I want to feel. Why should I say no homo? I'm just saying that because y'all would probably think that. Fuck what you think right now. You can't think fast. I'm saying that because it's got to be a way to change how you think. Plus the way I said it sounded slightly homo, not because I entice when homo things are going on. It's because I look right into the homo and say, ooh, so unhomo of me. I'm just kidding. There's still the same amount of homosexuality that I can't stand to have in this world. Whether I was there when it happened, I still feel evil. The master of manipulating the projection is me, and I don't come of dark, just of the flesh. What do you think they meant by a hid in the darkness? It's because of skin color and the way your mind thinks. When you start to shine light yellow, it's from positivity. When it's dark black, it's from the minus of the positivity. I won't describe what the darkness is too much until it's got a good light of the feeling. Now I feel good. I won't go against myself or my race, which is human. But I am a part of the culture black, even at times of the race black, but not of the peoples. Just because of this, I'm not what you guys describe in a court of law. I'm taking my soul back and that's all. No more entities. And I don't agree. I don't conform, even behind closed doors. I'll be a bastard forever without the right eye. Because in the blink of an eye, I lost my eyesight in both eyes. Now if it goes back and forth, I hope to God you could take Aaliyah's place in the sacrifice where she was and give her back to life. As if you're the one I'm requesting to do it. Me on both accords. I'll die for her, give up my soul for her, kill the devil for her, pull back my soul for her, and I still won't go forth. Because I was sacrificed by my Father so this world could live. Who cares if anyone's had false belief? I believe in a God that wasn't mine before, and that's through role models. Even if you're playing, you have a brother like Moses or a brother like Jesus, it's a sin to call me Moses, and it's a sin to call my brother Jesus. Now, after all that I've stated, I don't want them to decode this, but they still can't decipher it in a simple way because they think it's bigger than it is. I protect everyone in this video the least amount myself, and you should know why. I never chose a Nazi race, never Nazi, Ebenezer. I'm meant to speak Hebrew. Out of fear would probably be for the Mexican. Fuck your syndicates who make cartels. Because what you're reporting is for the masses of the social. I was a socialite, not a pacifist. Now it looks all bad, and now the fucking greasers are saying I pass a fist. And I'm saying, I'm by your side. I got punched, packed, and pissed. And I'm saying I'm not playing a sport where my ass is up to get fucking scratched, but I has a split. Now I'm relieving every motherfucking place that's irritated besides the private ones. No disrespects to them, mine, my sons. I say it like this. It's not what you think. Now that y'all are the ones admitting that, fuck court of law. I hope you guys condone a place where you get fucking possessed. You get no power but lots of liberation. Not for my children's ears to hear, but the ones that attacked you spiritually and they stated it. Know that I alter my phone through a database that doesn't collect info. Now if I get put in the mix, I'm not scared because there's nothing there. But if you do and you attack me or even say it, for the words I'm punching you out for the action of attack is treasonous. I'm a countryside leader. Minnesota coast, Lake Superior. Puddle Inferior wants to come with me to Sea of Strength, just to see if we could go to the ocean of Oasis. Now I'm hating my own ideas that I wrote about how we could be saved with it, saying we're gonna get fucking held captive for our ways we attack that man so good and bad. Things change back and you try to go do a recording, and I look at the ones thinking now, knowing that I know, but now I know them. Not as people in my life, but as people I'm saying don't hurt them. And the ones I'm saying this shit to, and your fucking records, delete your database, prolong your life and come home to Jesus. And for fair warning, those that are recording, what records with your phone is collected, and I find it intriguing how they don't think I could find what goes along with it. I'm looking up the codex now. Well, not now, but I'm going to now. Anyone, and this is just the case, I know I sound paranoid, but who I find, I will sue. And if I'm sounding like a snitch, I'm sorry. It should be the people that I know that I'm saying sorry to, but I got scared. But I'm gonna give you info. Because I started this video with giving public domain opinion and beliefs and actual facts and statements from the Bible. And I call upon the Jesus. May I walk through you. Only thing that will stay is the recollection. All you gotta do is say, leave demon, and speak backwards. There's a word in everything if you have a soul. I've never been pulled out of my body before as if I had to go. Some people are vixed. I trust them more than the ones that spy. Use those codes and codexes and throw around at me the Baphometic 5 where the tip is pointed down. That goes against my anatomy, even if it was pointed up. Now down is twice 10 reasons why I should spite you in every accurate position that fucked up my fucking demonic plight. Oops, I meant angelic tactic. Now tell it do backflips, it's still back to the 1, 2, 3. Tic tac, quick. Now there's one reason I'm going back to on. Nemesis is entering. I put it on their beliefs and their souls, going along with their okays. Like they signed a fucking release for me to represent them, but I'm not a lawyer. And if I was a pretender, I would be a secretive one, because even around here, police can get done. Now, if I wasn't one that enforces the law, just practices it, you know how many fucking times I would get smacked up and kicked in the balls after a bitch of mine says that he was only after the kids? Not the fact that I could get half of my money back because I recalled a prenup. I just want them kids to know I didn't mean to walk down this road. I have seeds. Not even grown now. How dare you disrespect seeds that are growing still? The ones that are younger are much mightier. The ones that are older are stronger, but too much has gone through them. Leave them alone before I let out a cherubim. You know what? That is a giant angel, not an affiliate. Look it up. They're all messengers, just like prophet. Angels are the smallest. You see, the Washes is the Son of God, along with Yahushua Messiah. You see the Messiah? No, you heard both. It was for you. Should have been, I meant. I won't turn my back out of me disrespecting you, but me dying is how I turn my back, because I can't go on through life where I didn't say nothing, even though that was the right thing to do. The ultimate thing. Even though it sounded true, me representing how I feel, I could have got over it and grown the other intelligent things that come with it. I meant, intellect is mentality. It's not record or database. I don't recommend anyone make a video like this with so much pain. Wait until you're in a better mind state, but I had no time. May the 4th through May 10th will be 6 days of darkness. The light will come on Sunday. The open-minded Christianity side. It's view of our day off. Started as black is a good thing. Now let's start it off as white is a bad thing. Not because of this, because there's nothing wrong with white. Because even Africans are Gentiles too. People change. I can only feel people's plea for forgiveness, which I already gave, and I gave them kingship and queenhood. Kingship is for both, but I meant to say king. But I'll say this, I'll never deny my daughter, whether flesh or blood. But to my son, blood of my blood remain. As for me, I'll take the leakage for him to remain. This isn't me asking for me to be hurt. This is me taking the initiative. I will live for you. I will salute you. I will even pray to you, but I will never worship or hail you. Worship's for God. Hail is for your army allegiance or Satan. Satan, I say, is because that's how it is in these last days. This is just an acknowledgement, because as I was making this video, I was getting strange visions, and came with it logic, though it was stuff I didn't want to hear. Put two and two together, it's coming from somewhere. I see nothing good or bad for me, good for those that come home to Jesus, and only bad for the ones that condone and partake in destroying this world and other people, and emulate things that steal people's souls. I forgive everyone that I relate to, and everyone DNA related to me, biology related to me. But I don't forgive those that I just came across and hurt me. Those that talk about me and try to put me in their investigation things, put me in their files, I don't forgive. I'm not insinuating people go back and forth and back, good and bad and this and that. If you're not someone I related to, made a best friend, or was born with into the family, then how can I forgive? You can't forgive what you don't know, or who you don't know, or when you don't know, or why you don't know. So I forgive me in the place of all those people that are so-called deserving. But me less compared to family, because only I hurt myself the most. Not by thinking I was the holy one or the only one, forgetting that I was the King of Kings. First of all, that wasn't Jesus that you thought was God. Jesus is the one that you only thought spoke through, and you thought of me as no one. How is Jesus disregarded? How am I offended? And why is the Antichrist being uplifted? They split their souls and gave them away to be doppelgangers, clones, second generation hybrids, computers, machines, aliens, shapeshifters. I'm a shapeshifter at times, but I'm an angel. Half angel. Used to think it was cool though. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I watched too much play. But I need to stop viewing pop culture things like vampirism as cool. Though I could honestly say I never lived it as a cool thing, and I never partaked in vampiric stuff. Though I used to walk the nights thinking I was a vampire. Thinking I wish a damn fuck a cop would stop me from stealing from cars, or a person would hop up. But I've been arrested, had people pop up. My so-called vampire gangster king ass didn't do shit. Not because they were tougher, because I knew I was wrong. I was asking for more than I could chew, more than I could partake in eating. That's the situation that I was asking for. I hunger for a lot, and that's for life, not death. Jesus, lead me into light, not into darkness. I only have so much light to give, and it will be so much more than what's already out through that door. Only place for us to go. This I pray.